Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Barefaced Nikki. Today I am doing a very impromptu video. I asked you guys on Instagram whether you wanted to see my makeup dresser and my makeup collection. And so many of you guys said yes, you really want to see my dresser, you want to see everything it's from, and you want to see my makeup collection. It really isn't that big, but I'm going to share it with you guys today. Funnily enough, today is my no makeup day, so barefaced today, and I'm showing you guys my makeup collection. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay guys, so this is my vanity, and I have my dresser here that I've made with using Eyeshadow Drawers from IKEA, and I've just got two sets of them. I'll just go over how I made them. So these Eyeshadow Drawers you can actually buy from IKEA. They are 5 sets of drawers, and you've got 2 shallow, and then you also have 3 at the bottom that are very, very deep. Like, these drawers are so deep. When I saw them, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to fit that much makeup in, but you really can. I've got 2 sets of them, and then I've also bought the worktop, which is really, really inexpensive, and I popped that on the top and screwed that in place. I also then just bought some wheels from IKEA, like you can see here, because I wanted to screw the worktop on, and if I wanted to move, I could move this whole dressing table somewhere else in this flat, just to make it easier for me with my setup. Now I have my vanity mirror. I'm going to leave all the links to everything down below. But this mirror is a bomb. It's got warm lighting on it. I've also got my YouTube plaque right up there. Just to reach 100,000 subscribers, you get a silver button, which is super cute, and I like the way it looks. Also, when I'm filming, this is like my setup, so it's pretty cute. Now, sitting on my dresser is actually this kit by Moon Moose. I'm going to leave the links for it down below. It is their magic makeup repair kit. Oh my gosh, I've been using it for all of my makeup that I've just broken. I've managed just to fix this highlighter from the balm, and it's worked wonders. It is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to quickly show you guys how to fix your makeup if you break it. This is such a good product to have. If you do break your makeup, what you want to do is grab it out, pop it on a kitchen towel, and then what you want to do is you just want to use the little applicator tools that they have and just shatter that powder into smaller chunks. I know it's going to break your heart, but just shatter that powder, make it very, very powdery. The powdery, the better. Then what you want to do is you want to take this mousse by the brand, and it's so good that they put it in a mousse form and not a liquid form, because you would have the powder flying everywhere. The mousse sticks to the powder. What you want to do is you want to create like a really, really nice paste with this now, and just keep squirting until you've got a really nice paste. Use the applicator tools to help you spread the product around the pan, and use the stamper tools just to stamp and create a really, really nice finish to your product. And then voila, in 24 hours you will have your newly fixed makeup. Okay, starting with the left hand side of my dresser, I've just got these pots right here. These are actually from IKEA, they're plant pots, and I hold my brushes in them. I think they're a really big staple for a lot of YouTubers, and then I usually use them on a daily basis, so they have to just stay out, just to grab them a little bit easier. So I actually have this cool little tray right here, and it helps me just store all of my matte lipsticks. Yes, I have a lot, but I like to just see them. I don't really like the clear lids because I like them just to look really, really sleek. Then underneath that, I have this tray. So this one is from TK Maxx, I believe, the lipstick holder, but I've never been able to find another one. So then I have this drawer right here. The first drawer will just have things like lip liners in them, and this drawer also will have lip liners. So I've got all my lip liners handy. I haven't separated them so their colors are nudes, but it doesn't matter, I can kind of find everything. And then this drawer is more so just lip glosses. I try to just keep lip glosses in here that are my kind of daily go-to, the lip glosses that I like to go to a lot. Then in this bigger drawer right here, I used to keep concealers in it, but it's really, really handy for matte liquid lipsticks. These are all my, I would say, my favorite nude matte liquid lips. I've got some pinks in there as well. The ones that I can just quickly go and grab, the ones that I know that I like to use on the daily, like MAC Lady Be Good, Retro Matte. I like the NYX lingeries as well. And then the bottom drawer also has the same, but it has more color in it. So colors that I do like to wear, like the reds, the dark reds. For some reason the blue's in here, I don't know why. But then I've also got some nudes. They're not very well organized, but it has got my favorite matte liquid lips in here. Now if I move you guys over to the right hand side of my dresser, I pretty much have the same thing going on. I like a little bit of symmetry. So I've just got the 2 pots again, and then I've got the smaller brushes and the bigger brushes. I just have a smaller mirror. I always carry this mirror because I like to actually do my makeup in a smaller mirror. It makes it a little bit easier. And then I've got these stack of acrylic drawers, and these are also, I think, £4 for 2 drawers from Primark. Now, as far as these drawers are concerned, I suppose they don't really have much in them other than just lipsticks that I don't really go to. So you've got ones that have got reds in them, you've got glosses. A lot of these are glosses or probably products that I've been sent and I haven't yet tried. That's what will sit in these sorts of drawers. If I'm honest, these drawers don't get too much love. So this is basically how my makeup dresser will sit. I have the Hollywood mirror just in the center. Then I have all my lip products just out because I haven't got a drawer for them, and my brushes out. Everything else will just go into these IKEA Alex drawers. Okay, so let me get into my first drawer. My first drawer just kind of sits all my skincare. It's got my Bobbi Brown. This is the eye repair cream. I've got like my SPF. I've got my Soap and Glory butter that I absolutely love. My beauty blender. We've got lip balms. I've got these 2 products. They shouldn't really be sitting here just because I did a video with them the other day. I've got my self tanning drops from Isle of Paradise. And then I also have my contact lenses that sit in here. So you guys ask me so many times, what contacts are you wearing? That's probably the most frequently asked question I get. The contact lenses that I wear are from Mesmerize. They are in the shade brown, and these ones were £12. And I got mine from Bexley Heath. That's where I get mine from, but you can get them from a lot of Afro-Caribbean stores in London, and they just look something a little like this. This is obviously a fresh pack, but then I have all of these contacts here that are different ones and that have also been sent to me by different brands too. If I'm honest, this drawer isn't particularly interesting. It's just got a bit of skincare in it, just things that I'd like to use, and lip balms, things like that, duo glue, a little bit of a miscellaneous drawer, but more so just sticking to skincare. Moving on to my next drawer now. So this drawer has everything in it from my most used sprays. I like Charged Water, I like the Gold Light, I like my fixing sprays. I actually just got the Krylon one that I'm really excited to try. So it's got all of these sprays in it that are my go-tos. Then I've got a couple of powders that are also my go-tos, like the Huda Beauty, the Studio Fix by MAC, my Cover FX Translucent. I also hold my oils in here, because you guys know I love my oils. And then I've got my liquid highlighters for some reason in here, and all my strobing creams and primers. So everything basically for the base I've got in this drawer. And these, I like to keep just my go-to powders. As you guys know, I don't use powders a lot, just where I can see them. And then I like to kind of just keep everything flat so I can see it. So I'm not always jumping for the same product, which happens a lot with me. I'm always grabbing the same product. This way I can see and try out different products. So this right here is going to be my third drawer. I know, it's crazy. Okay, so I promise you guys that there is some sort of method to the madness right now. What I've got here is eyeliners, and then I have mascaras is what I like to have here. I also like to have brow pomades. I know that it's messy and I need to kind of just organize it, probably put it in boxes. But I like to find things, so I like to move them around. I've got all my mascaras, I've got some Duo Lash Glue as well. Ooh, and this is what I was looking for, my cork lip liner. So as I was saying, yeah, just my brow products, just everything loose in here. I've got some tweezers to put on lashes with, everything to do with kind of eyes. Then in this little section, I got these little boxes from IKEA. They're really good to separate. They help immensely with whether it be like clothing, your underwear, makeup, everything. I like the white ones more, but the black ones are a little bit older. Doesn't really matter, you don't ever see them. This box right here just holds loose powders. So it's gonna hold my eyeshadows, like my NYX. I've got some Krylon Super Colors. I've got like primers, liquid things. I don't really reach for this that much, but when I do, I've got like my glitters, and I love this from Colourpop. This is just like a really pretty bronzy brown glittery eyeshadow. I've just got a bunch of things, but they are just basically for pigments and loose eyeshadows that I haven't been able to put in a pan, or that have just come separately. Now you can see just how deep these drawers are. I have so much space in here. So back here, I actually have the rest of my powders. These are all of my face powders that I don't reach for so much anymore, but I have them. So I've got like the EX1, I've got the Kat Von D, I've got some MAC Mineralized, some JMB. I've got LA Girl. I don't really reach for these ones that much, so they're okay to be at the back and pushed right to the back. Now I have drawer number 4. Drawer number 4 has all of my eyeshadow palettes, all the eyeshadow palettes that I own. These are the ones that I reach for. I'm not gonna lie, this drawer was a little bit more messier before I filmed this video, but it's just got like all of my Revolution eyeshadow palette. It's got my Huda eyeshadow palette. It's got the Laura Lee eyeshadow palette. I've got my Melt Rustak that I love ever so much. I've got my MAC Self-Made palette. I also have some ×9 palettes by MAC. Here are my Morphe 350 matte and the shimmer, and underneath that I've also got the Violet Voss palette as well. And then I have some more Technic palettes right here, some BH Cosmetics, some Kat Von D, just like all the palettes that I own basically, and all the colours that you could possibly want or need. I've also got some Kylie. Then I have drawer number 5. So this drawer right here just has 2 boxes here full of my false lashes. The false lashes that are my go-to. So I've got like Huda's, I've got Ardell's, I've got my Cashmere lashes, I've got House of Lashes, Cocoa lashes, loads of lashes. Also a lot of I find that I get a lot of lashes scent, so they also just sit in here, and then there'll be one time or another where I will just use them. So for instance, like the Amaya lashes, I've got some MAC lashes in here, but I'm not the biggest fan of MAC lashes if I'm honest. Huda's are pretty big as well, but I do love the Cashmere. I've got some Boosh, I've got some Tatti lashes in here that I really love. And then just back here is honestly nothing. It's just like my MAC Candy Yum perfume. I've got my Escada, I love this perfume. I've got my Ralph Lauren that sits here. I'm not that big a perfume collector, so I don't have that many. And then I've just got some headbands that I use for filming and a makeup bag behind there. But I have so much room down there, as you can see, just to fill it up. I like to keep this as just like my lash drawer. Now we're moving on to the right side. This is the top drawer in the right hand side Alex drawer. So this is probably my favorite drawer in my dresser. It's my concealer drawer. I have, yes I do, I have a drawer full of concealers. I've got my favorites, but I've got all different brands from high-end and drugstore. I've got LA Girl, I have NYX, I have Revolution Fast Base, I've got some NARS, I've also got some Urban Decay. I have some palettes that just sit in the corner, like the MAC and the NYX. I've got some Kat Von D. I've got Laura Geller, the Real Deal concealer. This one's Serious Coverage. I've just got so many concealers and so many different types. I like concealers, don't I? And I like to try different concealers. And because I would say the dark circles that I have on my problematic area, can literally say to you guys, I have tried every single concealer. I want more, and I'm always on the hunt for a new concealer. Then I have drawer number 2. Drawer number 2 now is similar to drawer number 1. Oh, there's a lid for an EX1 foundation that I'll need to find. But this is just foundation, so solely foundations in the shadow drawer, like concealers. I have so many different here as well. I've got MAC, of course. I've got Bobbi Brown. I've got some NARS, Benefit. This is one of my favorite foundations of all time. I've got some Revlon that I've been testing out recently, and I really like this one. Charlotte Tilbury. We've got some NYX HD. Of course, got some EX1, the infamous EX1. I've got the Ordinary Serum Foundation. What else do I have? I also have some boxed foundations that I've not tried. This drawer goes down so deep that I can actually fit all my foundations in. But because base is my favorite, I like to always kind of replenish and try new products that have come out. Then I've also got the Milani in here. If you guys have tried it, I didn't like it so much, but I've got the Milani Conceal and Perfect as well in this drawer. And then I've also got some Estee Lauder. This is some serious shit, this one. The Double Wear Maximum cover. It's like cement for your face. Then moving on to drawer number 3. So drawer number 3 is what I would describe as not a crazy drawer. I also have so much space here, which is dangerous because I'm gonna buy some more. But this drawer holds bronzers and it holds blushes and things like a contour powder. So in this little basket here, this one is from Primark. In this little baby, I just have my blushes. So these are just my not paletted blushes, just individual blushes. So I've got BH Cosmetics, you've got MAC, quite a bit of MAC, and then you've got Sigma, I've got some NYX, I've got Too Faced. Just my individual blushes in all different tones. Then back here, I've just got my palette. So as you can see, I don't actually, that one's broken. I need to fix that. That's another one for the Moon Mousse. I don't have that many blusher palettes, but I've got NYX, I've got Maybelline, Revolution, and then I've also got my MAC blusher palettes. Now sitting on this side are my bronzers. I've got some contour powders, mainly just bronzers and contour powders that are loose. So apparently I have more blushes than bronzers. I don't know because I love bronzer. These are just my loose ones collection. I've got MAC, I've got Benefit, I've got Estee Lauder down there. And then just back here I've got the IKEA drawer thing again, like the little separator. And I have like my contour powders. So I've got some MAC contour powders. I've got my Kat Von D Shade and Light. What else do I have? I have my NYX. I've got Revolution. Yeah, and that's it. That's my BH Cosmetics as well that I really like. But these are just my contour powders that I have. Then I'm moving on to my fourth drawer. Okay, so you guys may have guessed it. This drawer contains all my highlighters. Yes, all of my individual highlighters are here. My paletted highlighters, I don't have that many of, are just here. So I've got my Revolution, my BH Cosmetics. I've got a lot of Revolution highlighters actually because I do really like them. And then I have just my individual highlighters. So I've got the Tanya Bear highlighter. I've got my Fenty, MAC. Just individual highlighters, all different colours. They're not sorted out at all. I've got some Anastasia back there, some Diamond Glow Artist Couture, and yeah, just all of my loose highlighters. A lot of these highlighters break, so like I've just done with the balm, I really need to fix other highlighters as well. I need to fix the Laura Geller highlighter too. And then back here I just have my sprays. So these are just my excess sprays that I will replenish when I run out the other ones in the other drawer. But I've got my Iconic, I've got my Fix Plus. Kind of can't get to this so much, that's the only thing. The drawers are so deep but you can't really get to everything at the back. You have to move everything, which is pretty annoying. But that's why I put these things at the back, because I don't need these sprays right now. They're just for when I need to renew my ones, when my ones run out. And then this is the last and final drawer from my dresser. So this drawer really isn't something to scream and shout about. It's just got my hair products in, and then I've got my products here. This is the Melanie Mills Sandra Deluxe Gleam Body Radiance in Peach Deluxe. Love this. But I've just got stuff that is like self-tanning stuff. I've got the I Love Paradise, and I've got leg creams. I've got a heat protector mat in there, but just nothing really exciting. I've got my Bioderma, so I keep my makeup remover in here, and the cotton pads. And then I just have some hair tools. I've got my Babyliss Colors, my GHDs, my Redken Diamond Oil, and my Got To Be Styling Glue. But that's all I have in this drawer. Nothing too fancy, but just things that I need to reach for on a daily basis will get chucked into this drawer. Okay, so one last thing that I want to share with you guys. I know that it's not in part of my dresser, and I do keep this in just a chest, but this comes out usually October time or when I want to feel a little bit more creative, like I have been doing it recently. I've got like my IPA, I have my, this is the Ultimate FX palette, I've got my Kryolan that arrived today, so I can start playing with that. And then I've got other things here like the Wolf Face Art and FX. These are just the water activated face paints. I've got my airbrusher, liquid latex. It's just a little box full of all FX stuff. Prozaid. I've got my MAC chroma cakes that sit in here. I've got my stippling sponge. What else have I got? I've got some glycerin. I also have my fake blood and my scar blood. And then I've also got my like airbrush tools and some scar wax, Ben Nice scar wax in the light one. I don't have that much, and I would like to have a bigger collection, but I know that will just come with time. But this is just another little box that is part of my makeup collection, I guess. I wanted to share with you guys. And that, guys, is it. I hope you had a really good nosy into my makeup collection. I know I need to organize it. Let me know if you've got some really good organization tips down below, because I'm finding it difficult to like separate my makeup, but it's working for now. Let me know what you thought of my dressing table, my self-made one, and what you thought of my vanity as well down below. I love you guys so very much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel down below and join the family. I am uploading a lot more content nowadays. So that is it, I suppose. Yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.